G'day guys, happy Friday. Welcome to the last day of the week. I hope you've had a fantastic week so far. Let's jump over to the calendar. I'll have a quick look there. Then we'll break down the trade I took from Thursday's AM session where I got out for break even. And we'll have a quick look at the bias for today. Rightio, looking on the calendar here, we have no news Friday. Simple as that. Wait till New York Open for that liquidity injection. If you're willing to take a trade today or wanting to take a trade today, then that's what I do. Or you could have a long weekend. That's up to you. Alrighty, let's have a look at this trade from yesterday. So, looking at the trade, we waited for price to come down to this 30-minute bullish FEG. Inside that FEG, we had an SMT, and inside our macro time, 9:50 to 10:10, we have an FEG form that is inverted. So we have an IFEG, and that is where we can look to get in. Now, I didn't get in on the close of this candle. This one here, sorry. I was actually having some issues with Top Step X, which I know most people did. And then I decided to just execute on one account through TradingView, the my funded futures account that I was logged in with, because I wasn't set up with my trade copier because I had no intentions of trading these accounts through TradingView. I was actually just going to trade Top Step X yesterday. But when that was playing up, I had to pivot, and I just decided to trade that one account. Anyway, by the time I worked that out, I ended up waiting, and I put an order in. I put a limit in. Normally I would market order in here. I put a limit in on the IFEG, and we did get a retest, and price moved higher. We got to this -1 level. That is my break even level. So at that point in time, I moved to break even. Price stopped me out for break even. And then eventually, it took quite a while. Price, where's our entry candle? Price eventually, about an hour and 15 minutes later, did hit TP. So valid trade. Got out of break even, but I followed my rules. Okay, and that is the most important thing. When you follow your rules, you will have comfort in every trade that you take, because you know that it's a proven strategy. What you do works, and there are going to be losses, there's going to be wins, and there's going to be some break-even trades if you trade the way in which I do there. So I was happy with that overall. Break-even is what it is. We'll move on to today. Am I going to trade today? I'm not too sure yet. It's Friday. Maybe I'll just take today off. So that was the break-even trade from Thursday. Overall, happy with the week. It's one win for the week so far, and one break-even trade. That was actually a winning trade in the end. Very happy that my sticking to my plan, we had two essentially winning trades this week. Alrighty, let's move on now. Let's go to the daily. And we're going to push through this pretty quick now. So we have price, obviously we swept out the all-time high and created a new all-time high. And now it looks like we are just moving a little bit lower. So we're getting that, if we look at the weekly, we've got this open high. Looks like we may end up with a low close on the weekly. And we've swept out the Wednesday low. So Wednesday put in the high of the week, and it looks like Thursday and Friday might put in this lower price action. So we had an inside bar yesterday. Today has swept out two previous day lows. If we do continue to support or find support, I should say, at this 50% level, then we could possibly see price close back in the range here. A little bit on the fence there with NQ today, if I'm honest. I'll probably be neutral and just looking to trade what's in front of me at the time without the heavy weight on a bias today. ES. So we've got a sweep here, and we may see, this is on the daily here, you know, there's potential here. We may see price retrace. We've got quite a range here. We're in a premium at the moment. We've got room for price to want to pull back down into this discount before continuing to move higher again, and that would be healthy. There would be nothing wrong with that at all. We can see all this imbalance through here, and it would be logical for me to say that price might want to come back and rebalance some of this imbalance before pushing on higher once again. Heading over to oil now. Staying with the daily time frame. And we can see that price is starting to fail at this bearish FEG here on the daily. We had a strong closure through the previous day candle lows. So I'd anticipate price to continue to expand lower today. Of course, if we move higher, I want to see this equilibrium tested, respected, and price continue to move lower. The previous day low is the low-hanging fruit. That's what I'm looking at. And like I've been saying all week, we've got this engineered liquidity through the lows here for price to want to clean up. Alrighty. Having a quick look at gold. Starting to get a bit of a move here on gold. I'd like to see price close above this level today. Keep that level. And then we can look to retest and continue to move higher from there. So liking gold to remain bullish, so long as we keep this level and close above. Dixie. Playing around here on this imbalance, aren't we? This little volume imbalance. Candle closure back inside the range. I mean, we had that on Tuesday, again here yesterday. Previous day high is the low-hanging fruit. I'd be looking for price to potentially want to do something like that. 6E. We did continue to move lower here. We've found some support at this bullish FEG. We've left the previous day low open at the moment. I would like to see that swept out and then if we get a closure, so I'd like to see a sweep of this low and then a closure back inside the range, today's candle. That would give us some insight to order flow, and we might see price wanting to run higher for next week. The pound has swept out previous day low. We still have a small imbalance here for price to want to reach into, and we might be able to see a bounce out of that. Also, we still have room here to test this opposing candle range and come down to that equilibrium. Okay. If you guys haven't heard the news, Bitcoin, new all-time highs. Have a look at our projections, guys. I have not added these today. Go back to any video and you would see these projections on here. Where did we hit? -4 standard deviation. Boom. Absolutely crushed that. We're currently at 118,000. I'm just going to leave this chart alone for today. Price can do whatever it wants to do right now. Let's see if we can get a strong closure here. And then if price comes back down, it gives us a retest of this bullish FEG and then rockets from there. So I'm going to leave that right alone for now. Let's throw some projections on here. We've got a manipulation leg here. Let's use the bodies. Again, we got that closure through the -2.5 here. We can anticipate price to reach for this -4. So that puts us at 121,000. Let's see if we can get there over the weekend. And Ethereum, last but not least, just lovely. Crushed that target level that we have had on the charts all week. Next, we have these smooth edges, which I'd really like to see swept out. Again, let's run a standard deviation on this manipulation leg. You can see how those highs align up here with our -4. So here is our target area. All right, let's see how price plays over the coming days. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Thanks for being here all week and supporting me. Please share the channel far and wide. Be sure to grab your Tradeify evals, your Apex evals. You know the drill. Code Jimmy for Apex, code Jimmy Trades for Tradeify. We'll catch you over in Trade Foundry. Link is in the description. We've really got a nice family building over there in Trade Foundry. We're really supportive of each other. Everything feels absolutely free. So come on over, come and join us, hang out during the week, and we can win together. All right, guys, take care. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye for now.